Sorry about that. Had a call. And but there's just so many benefits to coffee swirl scrub. Coffee swirl scrub. It has olive oil, rice bran inside of it. I'm gonna put some cocoa butter and coconut oil inside of it. But the ingredient that you see inside of it, the black, is of course coffee and activated charcoal. So you'll have the radiance of the skin in that too. I may put a little honey in that. I always like honey. Next one is a secret that I have been trying to work with for a while. It's called egg yolk. Egg yolk is beneficial, of course, for food, but it's also common to use in skincare because it helps with vitamin A and vitamin B3. Vitamin B3, it helps in slow down the processing of aging. It's a simple soap, but it has this beautiful looking feather. I'm gonna attempt it. And if I don't, well, at least the soap will be perfect and good for your skin. The next one is gonna be this beautiful round blueberry embed. Sometimes these embeds inside of here can really liven up the soap, but the cloud and the blue inside of it, it's easy to hold in the shower. They make beautiful gifts. You want to think about weddings and showers, or just personal gifts. Valentine's Day is coming, Mother's Day is coming. These are some of the best gifts you can give to women and men, or someone with very, very sensitive skin. The blueberry round bar, I think I'm going to make that one into a goat's milk soap because it is got a lot of sweet almond oil in it and olive oil. I use real blueberries in it, by the way, because of the blue. The blue, it gives a beautiful fragrance to the blueberry fragrance that I use. And then I add a pinch of an essential oil in it. I can't tell you about yet until you see it and buy it and you can see the ingredients. But I really like the blueberry because it's a superfood and it has antioxidants in it and aids in fighting free radicals. So the radicals that come from the sun or the radicals that come from the air in your work, your job, it's gonna pull those out. Okay, let's see what else I'm gonna have. Oh, this one is really nice. This one is great for the summertime. This is an aloe vera soap. And the aloe vera soap, of course, you know, is a beautiful humectant inside of your skin, and it also helps protect from the sun with the shea butter inside of there. So if you have some sun damaged skin or if you tan, then this would be the soap that would make your skin have the opposite effects. The aloe vera plant has been used for years, all the way back to the Egyptians, and it has a lot of benefits in it as well, in a numerous amount of ways. Moisturizing properties, moisturizing properties, moisturizing properties. About, I want to say about 90% of my hair products have aloe vera, fresh aloe vera. I cut it in half and I slice it and I process it. Excuse me. So, let's see, what's the next one I'm gonna do? Cow milk, of course. This cow's milk one is also a nice one because the cow milk, it has vitamin D, which is good for the skin, very, very good for the skin. The circular bars, it perfectly fits in the hand. I think I'm gonna end up doing some soaps in circles, squares, hearts. You'll see the square one that I'm gonna do. It's very nice. So I got the aloe vera, and then the last one that well, actually I got 4 more. Rose and champagne. It's just my champagne fizz fragrance, but it has goat's milk inside of it. And it's great for moisturizing and exfoliating. A lot of my soaps are good for eczema, babies. I don't recommend it for babies. I'm sorry, small kids with really bad skin conditions. But I do have a baby soap that I'm gonna make, and it's oatmeal, and it's got carrot seed oil in it. and a few other nutrients specifically for babies, but it has to be cured for weeks even after hot processing, because if it has too much acidity in it, or even just a little, babies can get really dried out from natural soaps. So it's something smooth, something with sorbic acid, something liquidy, or just some plain coconut oil with lavender mixed inside of it. If you have a child that might be very sensitive to soaps, no fragrance at all, you clean them with the coconut oil and you rinse them with water, and that's just as good. And if you want a little fragrance, then just put a little, I use amber essential oil. It's excellent. Very, very nice. Okay, and the Pale Ale with cocoa powder. This one is so pretty. This one is gonna take probably longer than my natural soaps, because it is a square bar with some accents of cocoa butter inside of it. The blueberry and the indigo makes it blue. The white is kaolin clay for moisturizing. This is a pale ale, so that means I make it with real beer. And beer lovers, they like it to bathe with, because they like the silky smooth lather that beer adds to the batch. It's the sugars inside of it that increases the dents of the bubbles. And a lot of people like the cocoa powder swirl. It just adds a rich beauty to it that helps people appreciate the design and creating the patterns for personalized soap. It's a nice nostalgic feeling. And okay, where is the last one? I think the last one is, oh yeah, the dark ale loofah bars. That's my favorite. So the loofah bars are also great for exfoliation. It's great for both men and women. Most of my soaps are good for everybody. And I fragrance them with grade A fragrance or essential oils that are top notch. I get them from Michigan still, and I'm learning in Texas where to get them from, but I just gotta build trust before I start doing it, because my customers are used to one thing. I don't like when I change nothing, and I like to make them happy. So the loofah dark ale bars, of course, this is again made with ale or beer, and it's a favorite because of the spearmint and the patchouli inside of it. It's a perfect blend because it makes the patchouli so fragrant. If patchouli stinks to me, I just don't like patchouli, but when you put the right thing with patchouli, it is amazing, especially if it has mint or rosemary, rose with patchouli. And it's a fragrance called Black Woman that I like with patchouli, and it's a good candle. It's very aromatic. All right, so those are some of the soaps that I'm going to do. There's a few more, but I think that's enough for now. Oh, I'll show you the baby making soap, because that one is really important for me to do first, since it has to sit for such a long time. And I think I have it out in the lab, so can't show you. But it has a little stork on it. It's shaped inside little cones, and it's easy to rub on the baby. It's got oatmeal, and it has calendula and dandelion inside of it. Very gentle, very nice. I fragrance it with either baby powder and lavender, or just some amber, and leave it just like that. The other one is a carrot and buttermilk, which is very popular in the soap world, but that one is a cold process, and it needs to sit for at least 6 weeks. And because that one I do not let go at all. One of the ones that I'm going to do as well is 100% pure cast out olive oil soap. Now, the reason why I'm not really mentioning that one is because that's a cold process soap, and the cold process soap for olive oil takes 6 months. So hopefully by fall they'll be ready. I can do a hot process. I'm gonna try a hot process and see how it works on my skin for about a good month. But if that works, then I'll go ahead and do the hot process. However, I will do the old cold process olive oil soap since people have requested it, it'll be a little bit more pricier because it waits for a longer time. As long as the margins get down and I get enough business, I can get more more bulk supplies while I'm here in Dallas, then I'll be able to make some. So it was really good seeing you guys. Thanks for keeping up with me. I know this has been a very long process. Things right now are very exciting, so I'm trying to make sure that I do things at a pace that it's not going to hurt me, but it's also going to benefit my customers. So the website ahbee.org, I had to close it down because .org, or for, which I didn't know, that was the website they gave me, is for foundations. So that one is down. I'm going to have a new one. The one ahbbathandbody.com is probably going to be up for a couple more weeks. You can still order from that, but my request is that if you want to order, just private message me and I can send it right out. I had a couple of delivery mistakes that I made because I had not changed my address on the business app. So the mail got sent from here, went to Detroit, and then it's still going to people's address. So I apologize about that. But it shouldn't be no problems from this point on. If you have any questions, again, my number is 734-512-3207, and I'll get right back with you. Or you can just direct message me. I get back with text messages right away. Calls is very hard to get where I'm at because the signal's bad. And also you can FaceTime me or instant message me. The video is really easy to get. I generally answer right away. All right, you guys, thanks for watching, and I'm excited about these new soaps. I'll get back with you in about a week and let you know how they turn out. But they'll be made and probably cut tomorrow. I'll take some pictures as we go along the way and keep you posted. All right, thanks. Y'all have a good week.